Retirement is all about harmless hobbies, early nights and moaning. Or so we're told. But for some pensioners turning 60 is a licence to break all the rules.
I'm 18 in my head and about 398 in my body.
These outrageous oldies are blowing their pensions, winter fuel allowance and the kids' inheritance and behaving like there's no tomorrow.
How's that, Fran?
Turn round, let's see how you look.
I like a man who can give me what I like.
Now, if you don't mind, I'll take my shirt off and I'll show you what I mean.
I made a vow that I would grow old disgracefully, and now I'm nearly 80 and I'm still disgraceful.
They may have an appointment with the Grim Reaper, but until he catches them, they're determined to grow old disgracefully.
Beautiful. If I'd have known how much fun you can have when you get old, I'd have been old earlier.
I'm happy to be retired.
Meet the pensioners, determined to rave to the grave. Like Scottish widow Pat Ingalls, every party's life and soul.
I really enjoy myself. I party hard.
Retired banker Dave, who never stops dancing.
I just love to dance.
And all-night ravers, Fran and Alan. While age may be a state of mind, these OAPs don't mind what state they get into. They're 24-hour party pensioners. 69-year-old widow Pat Ingalls likes to party so hard, she trains for it.
Go into the gym, I talk to everybody, I kiss the boys. I just have good fun. And the day's the day, and I don't care about tomorrow. I just live every day and love every day.
This retired hairdresser may have hung up her curlers, but she's not hung up about living forever.
I don't want to be old. I don't want to live till I'm 90 or 100. If I can live till I'm 80, I would say 80. I don't care after that. Straight, everything wobbles.
Pat lives an ordinary suburban life in Edinburgh, but that doesn't mean she has to behave herself.
Now, are you ready for the Mile High Club? Where drinks will be served, possibly a little bit later on.
It's a far cry from your traditional pensioner's cardi and slippers.
I like to dress sexy. I like looking nice. I like looking sexy. And if I can't walk in high heels, I'll not go outside. I'm here to serve.
Pat parties so often, she has a wardrobe for every occasion.
Well, this is my army outfit, which I sometimes wear when I like to dress up. And this is my little police outfit. This one, sometimes when I do my French maid, I go from wearing a leather jumpsuit to shorts and a T-shirt. I just like to have fun and just feel good when I wear whatever I wear. I just enjoy it. I just love to dress up, and this is one of my outfits.
It's not just about dressing up. Pat also adopts outrageous characters to match.
I love this outfit. Fantastic. It's just my kind of outfit. Don't have to put the wigs. Miss Whiplash. Patsy Diamond. That's what I am when I've got this on. I'm Patsy Diamond.
Tonight's party is her granddaughter's 20th, and who knows what she'll wear.
People just look and go, ooh, who's that old lady?
Tenerife, largest of Spain's Canary Islands, and a big hit with Britain's club 60 to 90. One of the most colourful expats is 71-year-old Dave, a retired banker who just can't stop moving. Dancing Dave retired to Tenerife at the tender age of 40 having made his fortune on the floor of the London Stock Exchange. He dances 24/7 to a rhythm only he can hear.
It is kind of weird, isn't it?
It's kind of funny.
It's just the joy of dancing. I can start dancing and everything goes out of my mind. Wherever I go, I try to spread a little happiness. If it makes people happy, I'm also happy.
You're still young.
Dancing Dave's been retired for 31 years, but his restless feet keep him young at heart.
I refuse to accept that I am in any shape or form old. I like to dance on my own. I just love to dance.
While everyone around him enjoys drinking, Dave is just high on life.
I am as sober as a judge. I have never been a judge, but I don't wish to be a judge, thank you. I'm happy to be retired.
Coming up,
Best pub in town. I need a...
Pat takes centre stage at her granddaughter's 20th. Dancing Dave takes the plunge with the Minx from Minsk. And we meet the masterminds behind Tenerife's most extreme all-nighters. British pensioners get a bus pass in their 60s. Some use it to go to the shops, but others board the double-decker party bus to oblivion. Scottish widow Pat Ingalls is off to her granddaughter Paris's 20th birthday bash. Pat's decided to wear one of her less outrageous outfits. She's pushing 70, but still has the stamina of a woman half her age.
Ellie doesn't have a glass.
Ellie, go and get one.
Pat's living proof that some pensioners are more youthful than ever before.
I used to think my grandma was an old grandma. She wore a penny and she sat in and darned your socks and knitted for you and everything. But my grandchildren love to go out with me, we party together.
Nana doesn't go home like, you know, a normal granny goes home at like maybe 10 o'clock at night, sit in their slippers, and Nana stays out till 1 o'clock dancing at the table. And it's not like an embarrassing thing either. It's not like, oh, my Nana shouldn't do that. It's totally like cool.
With 2 middle-aged kids and 3 adult grandchildren, this retired salon owner can finally let her hair down. But Pat hasn't always been able to be so carefree.
I've always cared for people all my life. My dad, my mum, my sister-in-law who had a brain tumour, my wee brother. Everybody around about me was all ill. My husband had prostate cancer for 9 years and I looked after him. I'm not ever wanting to look after somebody full-time again, ever. I want to look after me now. I know it's a wee bit selfish, that's who I am.
After mourning her husband, she's decided that she would be a very merry widow.
Whatever time I've got left, I'm going to party and drink and love it till I die.
You get here, you get here, you.
After a couple of hours on the bubbly, Pat's eager to embrace her second youth.
Tell me you love me and mean it.
I love you, mean it.
It doesn't he? Best pub in town, party night.
She likes to have fun, enjoy herself, and she lives every moment of life. She's just an amazing woman. She's absolutely incredible.
It's a wee bit wiggly tonight, girls. I don't think I'm gonna do it. And then maybe I will, and maybe I won't.
She's a one-off. She totally is a complete one-off.
Pat's a well-known party animal in Edinburgh, but now she's planning a holiday and will soon be living it up abroad. year-round sun and low living costs, Tenerife's an island paradise for British retirees. Like Fran and Alan Garford, they're notorious for their saucy costume parties.
Hiya! Hiya, how are you? We're here to look for a fancy dress. Right. Just anything goes? Yeah. Right, okay. Just for a party up at ours. Oh, right. Christmas.
The retired supermarket workers left Pontefract 6 years ago.
What's the outfit?
Bit short for an old age pensioner.
Short and sexy.
Well.
What about the Cleopatra? Yeah, fabulous. Long? With me being a shrimp, it'll probably trail.
Long's better than short.
They're hoping to find outfits cheeky enough for their biggest party of the year.
Well, I don't want to be a convict. I've been a convict before.
We party now just as much now as what we did when we were younger.
Fran and Alan host about 2 all-nighters a month.
If you think, oh, I'm not going to do that, we're too old for it, you don't, you just jump in and you do what you want to do. You know, life's too short to think, God, I'm that old, I can't do it.
Their parties get racier by the year.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Just need a little pair of white stockings and the red bows on.
Where's that supposed to go? My mum and dad used to think when they retire they'll just sit in the house and do nothing. But people don't think like that anymore, do they? We don't feel old. How's that, Fran? You'll not be able to swim in that.
The couple may host wild parties, but they're making up for years of behaving responsibly.
I'm a grandmum and a great-grandmother, and then got 17 grandchildren.
I've got 17 grandchildren, because what's hers is mine.
Alan and Fran's family are fully in the picture about their notorious parties.
Our kids are okay with it most of the time, but they say, oh, God, you're embarrassing us, you know. But they do all stuff that they do as well, and we watch what they're doing, you know, but because they're young, they think it's okay.
Look at him.
Until they're unveiled at the Big Bash, the costumes they've chosen will stay a closely guarded secret. Merry Widow Pat has left rainy Edinburgh far behind. She's landed in Majorca and is looking forward to partying the weekend away with her old friend Julia.
And we're in Vivian Westwood. And I just thought I'll go as a tartan terror when I go over to Julie, and I'm sure she'll like it. Give you a wee twirl, and I've got my kinky boots on.
Pat and Julia are both retired hairdressers and book an appointment to party together twice a year.
Great to see you, pal.
How good is this? You'll die with a leg up.
It's quiet, but never mind.
Pat has packed a selection of her outrageous outfits.
Because I've only got hand luggage, but I brought 3 outfits. Get the drink in.
Did you bring my lipstick and everything?
I've got everything you wanted. You've not asked me.
I have, I can do what I like in my house.
Aye, give me a wee top up.
You can't judge anybody else the same as us, because we're not normal. The life we lead is not normal. It's not normal. It's crazy.
Oh, good.
Julia moved to Majorca with her husband in the mid-90s, but he passed away 7 years ago.
That was a shame, because I feel he's missed out on all of this. But in the same token, my life wouldn't have been like this if Roy had been alive, because I couldn't go out jumping about like a mad thing. I couldn't do that. What's her name's coming?
After drinking the night away, the Duracell grannies decide to comb the beach for young male talent.
He looks pretty nice.
This is one of the benefits of living here, Pat.
I know.
Because it's so hot,
Fantastic.
they wear no clothes. And it's the only country, I think, where men or anybody, they walk about in their knickers. I like this one with a ponytail.
Aye,
so
he's a
let's
nice...
go.
Aye, he
Come
looks
on.
nice.
My name is Manolo.
Manolo. I know that older ladies like younger men, and I do like younger men. I went out with a guy who was in his 40s, and now my son's 49. Good. And when I would say, come on to your mummy, he would just say, oh, no.
Okay.
Manolo, go!
trying to get that one.
Julia is used to watching her friend try to score.
Come on, Pat, go for it, go.
When the Merry Widows hit the clubs tonight, Pat will be hoping for more than just hugs. Spanish resorts are full of senior Brits partying away their pensions. Dave retired to Tenerife 31 years ago and has been dancing to his own tune ever since.
I remember at 40 years of age arriving here and finding all these wonderful dance places. I was in my element. I do sometimes go in bars from 11 o'clock in the morning, and the dancing can go on for some considerable time.
Not everyone's so appreciative. Teetotal Dave's been banned from several bars for dancing all day without buying a drink. But it's not taken the spring out of his step.
One can have the joys of waking up every day to beautiful blue sky and lots of ladies in bikinis, which always makes my eyes sparkle.
One bikini-clad babe was 53-year-old Belarusian belle, Lubasha Rebetsky. Dave and Lubasha first met each other a decade ago. It started as a holiday romance.
She was here for only 1 week and stayed a month on the strength of my dancing. She was that impressed.
After Dave seduced her with his fancy footwork and dazzling bank balance, Lubasha left her job as a shop assistant and married the millionaire in her hometown of Minsk.
What's mine is mine, and what's theirs is mine also. I work on this premise.
Dave's first marriage ended in divorce, and he lost his second wife to cancer. Third time lucky, he's enjoyed 6 years of marital bliss with Lubasha.
Tranquilo, tranquilo. Lubasha, darling, my love, I'm not going in. It's a little cold for my small body. Darling, please, I know you're Russian. Thank you, son, for coming out on our little bodies. We are so grateful. Every day.
On sun-kissed Majorca, frisky friends Pat and Julia are preparing for some personal training.
So you love it, you're going to get it.
Instead of gym gear, Pat has chosen party wear.
Is this your everyday outfit, Pat?
While many pensioners might enjoy a quiet tea dance, Pat, Julia and their friends prefer pole dancing.
So we're quite close to the pole, and you're going to wiggle down. Your knees together, down we go. Open the legs slightly. Hand on your thigh. To help you push up, stick your bottom out and your chest up the pole. Oh. Okay, to the side and wiggle the hips. So now just going to warm up.
Oh, I've got cramp in my toe.
I've heard the saying, grow old gracefully. I've heard it. Yes, it's quite a nice saying, but I don't know what it is. I don't understand it.
Ah, that's it. Come on, let's dance.
When I get old, I might have to slow down a bit, but absolutely it doesn't make any difference. 67 or 27, we're exactly the same.
We're swishing.
Tonight, Pat and Julia will be showing off their new skills in Majorca's clubs.
I broke my ankle, but never mind.
If they don't injure themselves first.
Pat, you be careful though. I'm sure we will, Pat. A wee bit of practice.
Coming up, Dave struts his stuff with Lubasha on the dance floor. Alan and Fran's all-night costume party gets out of hand. And after all the flirting, has Pat finally met a man who can tame her? Many British pensioners retire to Tenerife for a quiet life. But others are 24-hour party people.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
The island's hottest hosts are pensioner couple Alan and Fran. They're preparing another all-nighter. To soak up the sangria, Fran's laying on a rich selection of traditional British cuisine.
Chicken tikka masala, chili con carne, chicken curry, and chicken tikka masala again. That's the most popular one.
The average age of the guests is around 70.
Wow, that ill.
These are my vodka jellies. It's strawberry jelly with vodka at the bottom, and it's topped by Baileys.
Party time.
Shopping?
Yes. Oops. Party time.
But not everyone's brought a bottle.
Everybody brings wine or beer or spirits. He brings me compost, multi-purpose compost. What about that then?
The pensioners will party till late, but the boozing starts early.
Bye.
We'll have plenty of drinks and it'll be knock, knock, knocking down. We have special glasses with shot glasses built into the glasses, so people can't swallow the shot glass.
1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas, the best of friends will always be. 1, 2, 3, Merry Christmas.
As master of ceremonies, Alan likes to help his guests spring surprises.
No, you're putting this on, Tom.
All right.
You're going to have a bit of a dance in this.
Do I need me?
A thong? No, you need everything off.
Everything?
You need everything off.
I'm just hoping you don't pinch me money while I've got my gear off, OK?
Face me, face me. Get that on. Get that on. Hold on, hold on. No. You're going out there in a minute, Tom, to show them what crack is. Let's have a look at you. Keep that, don't expose that.
No.
Turn round, let's see how you look. That's all right, off you go now, come on, show them all. Franny.
Oh my God!
With the sun still shining, chaos is well underway, and the pensioners are planning to party all night. Another glittering couple in Tenerife's social scene are Dancing Dave and his Minsk-born Mrs. Lubasha. Tonight they're going dancing, but first Dave wants to update his look. They've booked an appointment with one of Tenerife's snappiest tailors.
Senor Paco's got a phenomenal range. He always has. Everything here is 5-star. I mean, this is pure leather, of course.
No, imitation.
It's imitation. This is not bright enough, is it, for me, really?
It's very plain for you.
Very plain indeed.
Please, no.
tries.
He tries. Well, and it fits. I mean, it's a good fit. No, I mean, this is me. Now, this is definitely...
No, no, no.
Could you be more precise? When you said no, do you mean partly no or totally no?
Lubasha would rather Dave spent his cash elsewhere. On her.
It is diamond same. It's not natural. I want more, madam.
My dear, this is not a problem. This is not the end of the world.
Not a problem. Tomorrow go buy. You go tomorrow buy for me. New ring.
Could
maybe 1 carat, maybe 2.
Maybe
small,
2 carats.
not like.
So you've got a 1 carat 15. It's not big enough?
I know. I want more. When you buy for me 2 carat ring, you buy for your suit.
It looks like Dave's got to buy Lubasha some more bling before he can get a new jacket.
No, no, no. I want more.
Scottish widows Pat and Julia are preparing for a big night out, but the pole dancing lesson has taken its toll.
And I have got stiff knees, stiff buttocks. That must have been wiggling my behind about.
The hairdressers might have retired, but they still rely on their styling skills.
Thank God we're women, because we know that we can spruce ourselves up, where if you were a man, they get up in the morning looking horrible. That's as good as it gets all day. But we can do things like makeup and have big hair and jewellery and whatever else we fancy.
Glammed up, Pat feels €1 million.
Who knows what might happen? There we are. Right. You look great. Right, let's go. Do I look all right? Yes, you look fabulous. Let's go. Right. Right, Trish, let's party.
I like looking sexy, and for my age, I've got a no bad body. I mean, there's wee bits that I could say I didn't like, but I like the way I am. I like the way I look. I can walk into a room and I do turn heads. I know I do still turn heads, and I like that.
The 69-year-old makes sure she is once again the centre of attention.
I wear lovely shoes. I love my high heels. And I'm lucky because I've no varicose veins. I've got good legs. I know I have. What's disgraceful about dancing on tables? I've done it since I was young, and I always do it, and I've never fell once. And, you know, it's not a problem to me. That isn't disgraceful. That's just doing what I do. Well, I've always been like that. I've always done what I wanted to do. I was lucky I had a husband who was quite happy with whatever I'd done. Sometimes when we went into a place, I would have a few drinks and I would go for it. And my husband would say, I'll just go to the toilet now. And he would just disappear.
Pat's been single for 12 years and loves to flirt again.
I like a man with a nice bum. And I like a man who can give me what I like.
You told me to stop you.
Well, I can't say very much more because my friend Julia's stopping me.
But Pat takes no notice of Julia. The night is still young for another ageing expat. Tenerife's Dancing Dave learnt at an early age to let his feet do the talking.
If you wanted to be able to pull a female, we used to say in our day, when I was a teenager, I want to pull. Of course, you either had to talk them to death or you had to be able to dance. I did go to a lot of all-night dances. I still do 7 nights a week. I refuse to stay in on principle. My little principles say, David, you cannot stay in. You must go out dancing.
Dave's first dance partner of the night is his Belarusian wife, Lubasha, but she certainly won't be his last. Dave's nifty moves soon win him admirers.
Your dancing was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Good.
Put me to shame. It was amazing. Thank you.
I thank you.
Thank you.
Back in Majorca, Pat's found a pair of young Scots, happy to have a Highland fling.
A gang of war, there's some wee wife.
Oh,
Are we back?
fucking go on, get for a go. Get for a go.
Keep going. This is like you're on a kitchen.
Fucking
We've got a routine.
We do.
Watch, I can see out right up your kilt now.
Okay, how low can you go though?
How low do you want me to go?
Well, not that low. Are you okay? I win.
There you go. You won.
That's fine.
It's well into the small hours on Tenerife, but 71-year-old Dave has still got the energy to take Lubasha raving.
I am so fortunate at my age to be able to dance for such a long time. I love to dance with Lubasha because I love her so much. And of course, she's a fantastic dancer and she's very sexy. She has that sexy look about, and she whittles her different parts of her body, and you've got to say, I want to hold this lady. I must hold her.
I know.
Must get a grip of her immediately, if not even sooner.
Further along the coast, Alan and Fran's party guests are drinking the island dry. And for the extra thirsty, there are chasers of rum punch, Tia Maria, and strawberry daiquiri.
Magic.
Fran has been keeping her costume secret.
Ladies and gentlemen, hostess with the mostess.
In this version of Truth or Dare, nothing is off limits.
I can't dare.
You'll have to.
I can't even read it.
Remove an item of clothing.
Oh!
Find the man with the hairy chest and rub your face in it.
Fake an orgasm and mark out of 10. Oh, 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 oh,
Walk around the room with no knickers.
Hey, 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 hey!
The party peaks when Alan reveals himself. And it's all going a bit X-rated.
I bought it from an Indian. He had some smaller, he had some this big. But I thought, that big, it's real. That's about normal, isn't it? I'd say that's normal, that's why I bought that one.
At 4 a.m, the pensioners are still pumping up the volume and keeping the younger neighbours awake. The sky's the limit for many OAPs, who, with the kids grown up and the mortgage paid off, finally have time and money for themselves. Pat's on another Spanish holiday, and she's sprung a surprise. She's brought the new boyfriend from Edinburgh she's been dating on the quiet.
I met Colin this year, and Colin is 66. And I says, I don't want to go with you, you old duffer, is what exact words I said to him. And then I looked at him, I thought, well, he's not bad. He's got hair, he's got teeth. And I thought, I looked at him, I thought, got a good body, not bad. Quite nice, looks muscly. Good pecs. So I thought to myself, he'll do for me at the moment.
When happy hour strikes, Pat comes to life, upstaging even Elvis. Pat's as desperate as ever to join in the dressing up. And she hadn't told Colin about the G.I. Jane outfit in her handbag. Coming up, 71-year-old Dave has a spin on the dance floor. Alan and Fran's after-party gets out of hand. And Pat decides whether she's finally found the real thing. Time and tide wait for no man, even in an expat heaven like Tenerife. Here, retired Brits keep the Grim Reaper away by living life to the full. Pat was widowed 12 years ago, but in 66-year-old Colin, she may at last have found someone who shares her lust for life.
Party, drink, eat good food, dance, yeah, just have a good time. Because the older you get, the time's running out, isn't it? So probably, as Pat said earlier, you've maybe only got a good 10 years left.
You've got me because you're my toy boy.
Colin's 3 years younger, but Pat sets a fast pace.
Yeah, very difficult to keep up. Hard act to follow.
It is not.
Back in Majorca, pensioner raves rage into the night. And even without her friend Pat, Julia is still an unstoppable force.
We don't like the thought of getting old, but we'll just keep going till we fall to bits. Like, I think, well, what would I do if I collapsed? And I thought, well, I'd be dead, so I can't do anything anyway, so it doesn't matter, because everybody else would have to clean up. There's no point worrying about it. You'd make yourself depressed. I'm sure I'll just be as daft when I'm 80, but that's miles away yet. God, 80, don't even talk about it. What?
After hosting yesterday's all-nighter, Tenerife tearaways Fran and Alan have been warming up for an after-party.
Franny, I had a few pints this afternoon just to get me going for tonight. Fran's had a few vodkas this afternoon to get her going.
Fran's already frisky, but Alan's surprise prop may be in need of a little Viagra.
Watch their face when I go back in with this. Are you watching? And it's only half the size already, look.
Alan's finally ready to make an entrance. And no one is safe from the 70-year-old's attentions. But Fran's worried that at their age, partying so hard could take its toll.
People that's just died round us lately. And I went home to a funeral 5 weeks ago, you know, and that were cancelled again. And it's just worrying. You just don't know. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's round the corner. You find people who's wetting up and the partner's dead at bed at side of them. And many a times, if I can't hear him snoring, I've got to keep going like this in bed. Stay alive. You know? which you never used to have to do out like that, but now I'm getting older, it's just getting bad. But you live each day to the full, put it that way. You live it to the full.
The couple are determined to party until one of them drops.
We thought it was a laugh, oh my God.
OK, I thought it was marvellous as well then, if that's the case, all right. I thought it was...
I loved it. Hey, give us a kiss, I loved it.
Tenerife is full of older couples cherishing the final stages of lifelong romances. Although Pat's been a widow for 12 years, she may have found love again.
Colin and I have a fantastic time together. We have good sex together. We have nice sex. We enjoy each other's company. We have just realised how much I missed it before. Missed having somebody to cuddle me, to sleep with me, to care for me, and to protect me and treat me like a lady.
But Colin will need plenty of stamina to satisfy Pat.
It's only early, it's only 12:30.
Oh my goodness.
What time did Granny and Grandad go to bed?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What time did the pumpkin pass the...
Can you not
What
speak
time
on
did
it?
the pumpkin pass the castle?
I can't do this, you know. I can't walk in a straight line.
Why is that?
Because it's pished. Pished my brakes.
It's the early hours, and Dave's still on the strip. And to end the night, he's got a new trick up his sleeve. Dave's moves are soon winning young fans.
He's in his 70s! Oh my days. He's got more energy than I do. I'm like that when I get to his age. Jesus Christ.
I see no point in worrying about death. I accept I was born and one day I will have to die. Every day could be my last day. And I honestly believe this. So I try to put as much into the day in case I don't wake up the following day.
For this 24-hour party pensioner, dancing is the key to eternal youth. Merry widow Pat and her new man Colin are walking off their night of debauchery.
Last night was a real laugh, wasn't it?
Very good, good fun. Yeah.
Really good fun. I think we did show the young ones how it was done last night.
Well, I think you did, yeah.
Well, I think you helped as well. I really do like Colin, he's lovely. He's a nice man. I think I found somebody who I might love. I think it's happening now. At first it wasn't, but now it's happening. And I think I probably will love again.
I want to keep sober the night.
The couple are even planning their future together.
Caribbean?
Caribbean, that sounds good, yeah. That sounds very good.
Sandy Lane in Barbados. How much money you got in your pocket?
Not a lot.
Next time, we meet some of the 50,000 Brits who have retired to Spain and left rain routine and restraint behind.
Boo, boo, boo. I'm gonna kill you in a minute!
I think I'd better have another. I think drink drives me. God, I needed that.
Proudly putting the X-rated into expat. It's Viva España.
Sandra.